Alright, hello there, thrill seekers. And in today's video, when I was in Tokyo last week, I went around to some of my favorite monster places that had something to do with Godzilla movies or Ultraman TV shows, things like that, and made some video there. And I put together a little section of clips, a selection, I guess, of clips from those places. It doesn't have anything to do with Buddhism, but I thought if you've read my books and things, you might want to see some of these places. So I'm going to give you a little Kaiju tour of Tokyo. But before I do that, I'm going to put my donation stuff here. If you want to donate to me, you can go to hardcorezen.info/donate. That is hardcorezen.info/donate. There you will find my PayPal and Patreon links. Those are my usually only ways of making money. That was weird grammar. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way, I thought I would show you my little monster movie tour of Tokyo. So take it away, Brad in Tokyo last week. So behind me is Toho Studios with the giant Godzilla on the painted on the side there. That's where they make all the Godzilla films, and that's where they made them since the 50s. It's very near where I used to work, and I used to walk by the big pool. There used to be, it's gone now, but there was a big pool in the back of it where they would be shooting the movies. And I remember several times walking by that big pool, and I could see Godzilla and the boats and whatever else they had in there. So this is the place. Alright, right behind me is a bunch of apartment buildings, but this used to be where they shot Ultraman. This used to be where the studio was, called Toho Built. It's where most of the Ultraman shows from the beginning until the 1990s, or maybe 2005 or so. Made?
2007.
2007. So 2000.
2007X.
Okay,
Yeah.
so up until around 2007, from 1966 to 2007, thereabouts, all the Ultraman shows were made in a studio which is gone now, but it was right back here. So this is the place. Okay, behind me is where we think Tsuburaya Productions used to be. Me and my friend Yagi-san are pretty sure this is where it used to be. They tore it down, 10 years ago? More than 10 years ago.
More than 10 years ago,
maybe
yeah.
more than, yeah. And built these apartment buildings. But this is where we used to work, and this is where Tsuburaya Productions used to be, where they didn't make Ultraman here, but they did a lot of the planning and everything else was done here. But the offices were here. My office would have been over there somewhere, I think. And then my friend Yagi-san, who's taking the pictures, his office would have been behind, a little bit back there, in the Monster Warehouse. The famous Monster Warehouse was here, Kaiju Soko. Was back here where they kept all the monster costumes, and I wrote about it in my book Hardcore Zen, about going to the Monster Warehouse. It's gone now. Do they still have Kaiju Soko?
Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know if they still have a Monster Warehouse somewhere else, but probably somewhere, but not here. Anyway, here's where it was. Alright, I'm in Kinuta Park right now, which is near where Tsuburaya Productions used to be. And this fountain and the pyramid behind it appeared in some of our programs. Ultra 7, most notably. It was in the episode where Alien Pegasus? I don't know how we say it in English anyway. In that episode. They liked it because it looked kind of futuristic and strange. So there you go. Another Kaiju landmark. Hey. Behind me is the Wacko department store in Ginza, the Ginza district of Tokyo, sort of the Beverly Hills of Tokyo. And in the very first Godzilla movie, the 1954 Godzilla movie, Godzilla comes across this tower and the clock inside is ringing like ringing the time. And he gets mad and knocks the clock down. And the first time I saw this, when I actually came here in the flesh, I was for just a second briefly surprised that it was still standing. But of course, it was just a model that Godzilla knocked down. Oh, here's another story. Apparently the special effects people, Eiji Tsuburaya and his people, were up in the top floor of this having lunch discussing how they would film the scene where Godzilla knocks it over. Some people who worked there heard them, thought that they were maybe planning a terrorist attack, and called the cops. So that's the other story about this place. This is the Ultra 7 exhibit that's going on right now in Parco department store in Tokyo. I'm not going to talk a lot here because it would not be good. For because those other people were getting pictures.
Those actual costumes?
Yeah, they're... I'm in front of the Gracie Hotel in Shinjuku, where they have a big Godzilla head that on every hour it roars and shoots out kind of fake fire that's mostly just water vapor. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. Hey there, Ziggy. What do you think of the monster tour of Tokyo? That was pretty exciting, huh? Got to see all the monster places, right? Wow. Oh, that's what you think of it. Okay. Maybe that's what the rest of the audience thinks of it too. All right. See you later, Ziggy.